Oh, let's do it. Hey, oh, let's do it. Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Amarie, back again speaking to the streets. I'm your host, Amarie Jacobs, and today I have two very fine guests. I have two entrepreneurs, two amazing black men, and two builders of the community. Give it up for your boy T.Y. Tyler T. Rex. Give it up for your boy Matthew Amos, Mr. M.A.T. in the building. What's up? I'm so glad that y'all in the building. I'm so glad that y'all came out, you know, all that good stuff. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me about your entrepreneur goals and all that good stuff.
Alright, so right now what I got going on is Atlanta t-shirts. We doing direct garment printing, and we're doing embroidery, and we're doing poster board printing and billboard printing and flyers and whatever you need for your marketing, basically to start off your own brand. So
this
that's
is what
mine.
you need for me.
Yes, I had
shout out to Mr. Tyler T. Rex, and shout out to my boy.
You see the detail, man.
Yeah, shout out to my boy for making my logo. I'm gonna put his logo in the screen, so definitely hit him up for your logos.
Yeah, hit me up. I'm doing great deals on white t-shirts all the time, great deals. And I'm also looking to help people that want to start their own brand, you know, expand and just, you know, have a market to actually sell their brand. So, you know, just come to Atlanta T-Shirts. Look me up on Instagram. It's Atlanta T-Shirts with an S at the end, and it's ATLANTATSHIRTS. Yeah, and inbox me, and I got you. You know what I'm saying? We can get something started. It don't always take money to work. All right?
Yes, for sure. So Matt, tell me about you being a musician. Tell me about your talents. Tell me all that good stuff.
Yep, that's me. Matthew Amos, aka Don't Touch My Drums, is my Instagram, and I play for a black community church. They've been here for 137 years or more. I could be wrong, but that's the numbers on it. And I've been playing there for about 4 years, probably going on 5 now. And shouts out to B. Chase Williams, shouts out to Sterling Whiteside, shouts out to everybody who got me plugged in there, Pastor Cardino, everybody. So that's where I'm at right now, and still doing studio work. So.
Ooh, okay. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of you all for like doing everything that y'all are doing, putting y'all heart and work and y'all talent and in y'all arts. Shining light on y'all doing what y'all actually want to do for your career.
Appreciate it, yeah, man.
Like shining light on that. So I feel like with this COVID stuff going on, that's really pushing everybody, you know, to doing their most love, like doing their talents, doing what they want to do for themselves. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like it's impacting y'all greatly, or it's not impacting y'all in any type of way?
Well, basically, to me, everybody's working off their own hand, you know what I'm saying, off their own craft. So we're all trading and marketing with each other, and we're still keeping money flowing and stuff like that. It is harder now because a lot of jobs and stuff like that letting people go, and you know what I'm saying, and everybody's not getting unemployment, so it takes a lot. So it just takes a lot to get into your craft, and it takes a financial bit. So that's what I say for it.
What you think?
Well, as of me personally, you know, I actually seen like a slight increase, you know, in business, and also I had a little bit more free time because I do work a 9 to 5 on the side of running the business. So that free time was good for me, and it was enough time for me to, you know, be able to handle the slight increase in the business. And, you know, the reasons being is, you know, sadly it was a lot of deaths, a lot of funerals, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people that needed stuff, that t-shirts and banners and stuff like that. So, you know, it's sad, but, you know, that's with my business, it was just a slight increase. But you know, I think it was a time for people to, you know, actually find themselves and figure out what they really want to do, and gave them the time to, you know, act on those things. So, you know, I think it was a good thing for everybody, but at the same time, you know, it is a sad situation with what's going on.
Definitely. I feel like it is a little bit exaggerated. You know, when all the protests and stuff is going on, people really weren't talking about COVID, or really weren't talking about what happened to everybody standing 6 feet apart. You know, like for a minute, everybody stopped talking about COVID. We were all talking about the protests. Right. How do y'all feel about the protests? Like, what are y'all thoughts on it? Do y'all feel like it's really making a difference, or
it's making noise? It's up right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with everything that went too far or whatever, but I honestly can say it's a huge voice. It's up, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we did a lot with destroying Atlanta. I feel like we caused a lot of stuff not to happen, and we missed out on some good things. I feel like it was something that needed to be done, but versus like burning down certain places, like everything that needed to get burnt down, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff we still needed. There was a lot of black communities, a lot of black businesses that had went down, and that's the part I didn't like. Like, we out here doing stuff we don't know anything about, you know what I'm saying? We got Big Dave's down there. There's a lot of restaurants that got banged up just besides the white community. So I'm like, y'all gonna go down there and do it, all right, you know what I'm saying? But know what you're doing. Huh? What you mean, babe? Like, yeah, broke into it, got burnt down.
I know,
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of.
Did you get what I
get it. No pun intended.
But you know what I'm saying? They didn't mean to do it, but just, you know what I'm saying? Know what you gonna hit. Don't hit the black communities. You know what I'm saying? Just watch out for them. Like, we in this all together. Like, we don't hit where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit where he at. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna hit him hard, hit him right.
Strategize.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do y'all feel like what strategy do you all have in mind?
Hey, my thing is, you have to be informed. You get what I'm saying? You have to know.
Exactly.
In order to control the person that has control, you have to know their operation. You have to know what's going on. You have to really know. You get what I'm saying? And it's very deep. It's not just surface level. It's very deep. So if you just went to YouTube and you watch one video and you think you got it, you don't. You have to put two and two together, get knowledgeable about all those subjects, and then make your own assumption to move forward. Don't just jump out of there thinking like, oh, I know this because at the end of the day, the blind will lead the blind real quick. You get what I'm saying? And we seen that a lot. What my boy was just talking about, you know what I'm saying, with Big Dave. You know, Big Dave had no reason to be touched. That's a black-owned business. But, you know, a lot of people were saying stuff like it was not our people that was doing it. So, you know, maybe that was another strategy behind our strategy. Nobody knows. You get what I'm saying?
I know
so
that
that's
part.
why when you're doing stuff, you just have to be informed and you have to strategize. You get what I'm saying? Watch what Killer Mike said in that speech that he gave. That was a very good speech that he gave. You know.
Yeah. Okay. You really shine a lot of light on a lot of good points, because at the end of the day, you saying that it could have been a strategy behind the strategy tells us really the whole story. You know, sometimes you move too fast and they respond exactly like how we want them to respond, and then boom, they gonna hit us with what we've already shown them what we're gonna do.
Let me say this, and not to agree with you, not to disagree with what you said. I do feel like you can't tell, you know, the people that's actually been hurt and been put through things how to react. You know, so with that being said, if you express yourself a certain way, I feel like you should feel free to do that. You know, and people that don't live the way that you live or experience the things that you experience shouldn't even have any say so anyways, you know. So that's all. I just want to make sure I said that too.
Yes, no, I agree. At the end of the day, you know, people always ask, what's wrong with them, or why are they doing that? And it's like, no, the question that you need to ask is, what happened to you?
Right, exactly. We all been through it, you know what I'm saying? We all had to do something to get the police off us. You know what I'm saying? We all been through it, no matter what. But you got to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you've been through and how to answer to that. Like, I don't want to never see nobody go down and start scrapping with the police and fighting with them and get shot or anything like that. I'm not saying you got to be no punk to them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Speak your mind, like, speak up, say something. But, you know what I'm saying? Don't just go in there unknowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think things happen to guys when they don't know knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If you don't read up on stuff, you don't look up certain laws, then you're gonna get caught up in questions that cops not even supposed to ask you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be prepared, you got to be knowledgeable, you got to be ready, you know what I'm saying, for what's coming next, because that's where we at right now.
Yes. I feel like a lot of our brothers and sisters are getting trapped in this system, and we getting put in situations and predicaments that shouldn't even have happened to us if we just knew how to interact with the police. You know, they're not teaching us enough. Like, they're not teaching us enough on our law and enough to where we're able to be protected. Right. You know, to be honest, I don't even feel like they're teaching us a little bit or just enough. Right. You know, like when it comes to police interaction, the only knowledge I have is just knowledge that I've asked adults that have been in prison before, or adults that have, just have interacted with the police.
Yeah, you look it up, man. Just look up certain things that they can't ask you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think you'll be okay. Like, you don't have to let your window all the way down when the police walk up. It's got to be like a 2-finger limit. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that.
And we don't know that, but everybody with the police pull you over, or the police just see you in the vehicle, you gonna 9 times out of 10 is gonna make you feel like you need to roll down your window all the way.
Exactly.
You know,
trying to intimidate you type of stuff.
You definitely, if you know the law, you would definitely know, when and when not to talk, or most of the time they
talk
just
like the mic a little louder.
Most of the time they just want you to incriminate yourself. That's why they talk to you and ask you so many questions. They want you to incriminate yourself. So if you just learn how to navigate through their questions, a lot of the questions you don't even have to ask. And honestly, if you haven't broke a law, and if you're not driving, or if you're driving and you got a traffic ticket, just make sure you show your license and stuff like that. But if you haven't broken the law, you don't even have to talk to them, honestly.
Free to go.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. A lot of when officers are talking to people, nobody thinks to ask, am I free to go? They still sit there and they want to continue to talk to you like, oh, we're just going to be around you and ask you this and the third. It's like, no, ask to leave. Like, am I free to go?
Right. A witness or a suspect. And then if they say no, and then they just say, am I free to go? And then that's it. You out of there.
But, honestly, I just feel like after 400 years, we shouldn't even have to know a procedure or what to go through when it comes to interacting with the police. I really just feel like it's about that time that we just do something about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead while it's here, just nip that in the bud, so we won't even have to take these precautions. It would be something simple. It would be we should be able to background the police while they background check us, make sure we're not in harm of somebody that been in violation a couple of times. Whatever the case may be. Exactly. But we just need to go ahead and nip that in the bud, because it keeps repeatedly happening. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be dead and gone, and my kids is still experiencing this. You know what I'm saying? And if I got to die. You know what I'm saying? I have to die. So if I have to die for that statement to happen, then sometimes that may what has to be done. Not saying that that's the route we should have to take, but sometimes have you ever heard that in order to get somewhere you want to be, you got to take a route you never had to take?
Yes, I am.
I'm a firm believer in that.
I am.
I'm gonna leave that at that. But like I said, man, we can go through how to interact with the police all day, but we really should put our foot down while it's time now and really strategize, like my boy said earlier, and figure out
what we need to do and how we're gonna get there.
And act.
Yes, and act on it.
Yeah.
I feel it's all in the money. Money is power.
Money is power.
Like, what do you have to say on it, Matt?
Well, money.
No, but
yeah, money. Hey, talk about the money. It's capitalism. It's,
yes.
It's a whole bunch of it.
Yes.
To me, money is running everything right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with our trading and stuff like that, and how the economy is going. I don't feel like we're going to go back to the financial state that we was at. I feel like the money trading going to even soon in, because some places you go, they'll say we don't have change for that. You know what I'm saying? So now they want to get to electronic money a whole lot more. So that's where I think the next wave is going with the financial part. I don't think it's going to too much say go under, but I think it's going to take a huge effect on how we trade with each other and how we do marketing. So with the money, it's going to bring a lot, and like a lot of it's been circulated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stimulus checks and stuff like that been given out or whatever. But I just feel like it's going to have a different type of control. Like, cash is not going to be it after a while. Like, we love it. Like, I try to keep, you know what I'm saying, like a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying, something. Yeah, so because like a car, sometimes they be like, we ain't taking a machine, like cash going to cover that. But it's getting to a point now they're trying to mark our money too, you know what I'm saying? So we won't be having cash like that. So everything we spend, they're going to see it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be through cash. It's going to be something electronic. So that's what I feel like they're going at next. But, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But see, if they make it to that point, then that means they have a tally. I personally feel like they're going to have a tally on everybody who has a phone.
Exactly.
Everything is in these phones. Like, even homeless people that you see, they have a phone.
Talking to somebody.
Like, talking to somebody. So, and I feel, you really brought up a good point by saying that that money probably won't even be anything, because they're going to make it a point where they're going to put something that's just as equivalent to money in our pockets as well. And I feel like it's in the phones. Everybody been talking about that 5G stuff. Like, it's craziness, and then everybody's talking about, oh, wow, these buildings aren't trees. They got these little, electronic leaves that look like leaves in them, so it's a lot of craziness going on they trying to do it. Everybody, well, you know, y'all heard the rumors about they gonna put a chip in us or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be something like in that manner. And you know, I was having a conversation with this was a long time ago. I don't know where I was at. I was having a get together or whatever, but we were talking, and it was discussed at that conversation that the chips were gonna have our money up there, like what we were worth, who we are as people. Like basically, you can be able to just walk up to somebody and see who they are.
We got chips in our debit cards right now.
Yeah.
I remember there was a point we just used to swipe.
Now
we gotta insert this debit
yes,
card.
and everybody's like, no, do not. Everybody's like insert rather than swipe.
And you can do your research. It's companies that already started. You know what I'm saying? They already started working towards this. I do think, you know, whatever we're working against, I do think that it was planned a long time ago.
A long time ago.
And, we are like 400 years behind, not maybe even longer.
And that's probably a lot of stuff they do is subliminally in our face. So we'll think in the back of our head like, oh, 400 years. They just want to have that in our head. 400 years, 400 years. Literally, if we probably had a discussion with the grandparent that died like before we even thought about, they probably would have put us on game on what really is going on. Right. You know, they make us go through school and they teach us what they want to teach us. I literally learned about slavery since 5th grade all the way up in college. You're telling me my sophomore, junior year in college I'm still learning about slavery? Why?
I just want to say sociology should be taught from kindergarten all the way up to college, and you know, everybody, doctor, everybody in every subject should have to take sociology. That was my major, you know what I'm saying? And I really feel like, you know, that told me that what I needed to know, you know. But
no, I agree. It's
like
just,
I said, it's information you gotta learn.
In my head, I feel like everything that y'all are teaching us, we have to learn the opposite to understand.
The opposite.
Like the literal opposite of what we've been being taught. You know, like it's ridiculous. For example, you know, somebody told me that the world map doesn't look like what it looks like now. But who are we to say? Yes, it does. You really don't know.
You don't know.
Like China could probably be down the street and we don't know. Like
I was playing the game with some people. I played Call of Duty. Hey, y'all look me up, Wild Rex. I'm on Call of Duty. But anyways, I was playing Call of Duty and I was telling these people, man, they really stopped us from critically thinking. You know what I'm saying? And they even made us think critical to think we were thinking critical. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's a good point, because we were critically thinking about math holding, y equals mx plus.
We think about the wrong thing. So my boy was like, they made me critically think. I know I passed the law. I took AP classes and blah blah blah. I was just like, yo, bro, but it's so many things that, you know, inventions and just things that you as a natural person would get into if you wasn't raised in the society you were, but you don't understand that. But you know, like I said it again, I'm gonna say it a lot of times for the interview over with, information, you gotta get it, you gotta look it up, make sure they add up with that, keep looking it up until you know.
Yeah. I feel like the more deep you look into yourself, you're gonna find the truth. Like whatever you're looking for, you're gonna bring it to you. Like law of attraction is really real. You know, whatever you want, you can manifest it. Whatever you want to research, whatever you want to figure out, you can manifest it. You can bring people to you that you wouldn't even have thought, you know, would come to you. Only because you manifested it, and only because you put it out there. That's what you wanted to receive. You know, and that goes along with background history, with research. You know, with the 400-year slavery mark, I want to go back on that, because the crazy thing about it is Donald Trump just said something nationally, publicly about it last year, 2019. The slaves came over here 1619, so 2019 was the 400-year mark. He said something about it last year, then boom, this COVID stuff come. But think about it, like when I was in high school, Ebola, swine flu, all that stuff was going on. So I feel like this is kind of, they were preparing us to get used to plagues and stuff, so that this plague could come after the 400-year mark. We really don't know what's to come. That's been a big rumor. So even if, what you got to say?
Go ahead, you can finish. Know
what I'm saying? So even if like nothing's gonna happen, something's coming up for that. Something within the 400-year mark has happened, and we are supposed to rejoice, or something great is supposed to happen to us very soon. And I feel like that's why they put everything on shutdown. When in the hell have we ever had to just stay this far away from somebody? We're in the line at Burger King. You gotta stay. Like, we're marking where you have to stay. Like, don't touch each other. Don't be by each other. They don't want us to get together to figure out like what's really to come.
Notice they telling the community one thing, but they all doing another. You never see the politicians and the people and the policemen. And, you never see them with masks, but it's only us.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. No, you absolutely.
I honestly don't, but I do know one thing. I did see, an increase of deaths in my community around the time that it happened. So I took it serious, So I stayed in, I wore my mask. But honestly, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But what I was going to touch on when you was talking about the slavery and everything, just about Donald Trump and everything, I had came across this post. The post said, I will buy slaves. It was in 1859. It said, I will buy slaves. I will pay the most money for slaves, right?
Right.
Niggers and all that, right? Guess how much it was? It was $1,200. So I said, no, this can't be. This is probably just somebody made it up. You know what I'm saying? So I went and looked. I was like, I wonder what was $1,200. I mean, how much was a slave worth back in the day? So I went and Googled. Couple sources said a slave was worth. They didn't say the exact answer. They said a slave is worth the equivalent of $40,000 today. So I said, what's the equivalent of $40,000 today in 1959? Guess what it came out to be? $1,200. I don't know. It could be a coincidence. Like I said, y'all can go look it up yourself. I could have just did something wrong, could have researched something wrong, could have typed in the wrong word. Just do it yourself. I don't get that. I don't know. I ain't trying to put question that. I don't know, but that stuff adds up.
I was having an intellectual discussion with one of my classmates, and we were just chilling, just talking, letting class time go by. But they said at the end of the day, we're on earth to learn life lessons, because this is the platform where the living are alive. So we're learning what it takes to be a human. We're learning what it takes to learn lessons to make the world a better place. And being in school, as kids, being trapped, being told to sit down for X amount of time, being told when we can have recess, you're basically taking our time to turn it into what y'all want us to learn and what y'all want us to invest our time into. And it's like all this working for all these other companies and stuff, nobody's happy. Nobody's happy.
I think school was like, no disrespect or no disrespect, but I think school was just like another religion. It was formatting us and telling us how to live life. You get what I'm saying? Like, basically you telling us to learn this, and then once we learn this, use these things to go to school, another college or institution for this, and then learn that and then work for us type thing, instead of learning skills. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
what you think?
How to build a house.
Well, with school, I feel like a lot of different things could have been taught, versus what we was already learning. I feel like some stuff is already like common sense, some things you should already know from home training. So when you come in school, it should have been like different advancements of what kids what they want to do, what they're comfortable in, their weaknesses and their strengths, and then, send them out like that. Like, you can get trained in this area, you can get trained in that area, but it was just like throw them all in one group, teach them all one thing, and when you get out there, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out your craft after you get out of here, or between, middle school and high school. If you're really good in basketball or music or, or football or something like that, like, you got to find your in-between like that. So that's how I feel. A lot more could have been done within the school system, but, like, they just gave it all one system, one thing, and that was it.
Yeah, and then
a standard.
Yeah, a standard. Exactly, the standards that they have to reach, and then on top of that, they have standards for different schools. Oh, this school is better than this school, so you may want to move in this area so your kids can go to this school. It was never even on an equal limit. Like, it was never on an equal level where everybody was actually all getting the same education. So basically, they're kind of treating us like animals. We're gonna breed these type of people to become these type of people. We're gonna breed these type of people to become these type of people. Like, basically how we breed dogs. You know, I want a pit bull mixed with a Yorkie, so I'm gonna breed y'all and I'm gonna get my pit Yorkie. You know,
don't forget, like we can't do them all the same way. So what we'll do is we'll make sure some of them be treated good. That way, we'll deflect them. We'll turn them against each other.
Exactly.
Don't forget that.
Exactly.
Don't forget that.
And they want to have that number of people. They want to have those specific number of people that they know that's going to do the job that needs to be done. Same with the protests. We're going to kill an X amount of black people and get them riled up so that finally a number of people can protest so we can really just shut all this shit down, basically, you know. So, and that's where it goes back to school. We're going to have 10 schools in the hood so we can have 10 times as many hood ass people, and we only going to have 2 good schools in the suburbs.
No, we're going to have only private schools
only,
that you have to pay to go for. You can't afford it.
You can't afford it. Exactly. So we're going to minimize how many good people that actually know how to learn. I'm pretty sure all the people that went to private school know how to do something with their taxes, know how to do something with their credit. They have some type of knowledge that we didn't get, obviously, because their school was being paid for, you know. Definitely. So that's what they're doing. They're breeding the smallest, the most tiniest amount of great people, knowledgeable people that have paid for the knowledge, you know. So, and then they're gonna have 10 times as many of that small 1%, you know, of a whole bunch of people who don't know nothing, who've been learning the same thing over again. Oh, y'all slaves, y'all ain't shit. This, that, and the third, you know. Like, to be quite frank, you know. So
you're right.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, man, it boils down to knowledge. Hey, look it up. Yeah. Make sure that ask with that. When you don't know about this, look that up. You know what I'm saying? Look that up. Add it with that. You know.
Yeah. So like moving forward and going back to you all and shining light on you two amazing men. How do you, Matt? How do you feel like you being a musician is going to further you as being a better person and further you as better in the world?
Well, being a better person is like, this is what I do, you know what I'm saying, especially now as my career. I've been doing it since I was like 10 years old, you know what I'm saying, since I was just told to play, and that's been it. And music has grown so much, and that's where the message is getting sent out. That's how we always respond, you know what I'm saying, through our arts and craft. Like we've always been gifted as a black people. So with my music, you know what I'm saying, if you got something you got to put out, I'm going to help you express it, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to help you put a message out, I'm going to help get the people attention and say that you're trying to say something, you know what I'm saying. I think that's with everybody, like, so just not with music, whatever you do, like, it can be a message sent out and we can still work with each other and still have enough money and trade. Like, it's a fight now with the pandemic going plus the COVID-19, you know what I'm saying, and they talking about another wave coming, like, it's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So with that, we got to build our own system again and work within each other. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So listen to our own music, you know what I'm saying, buy our own clothes, you know what I'm saying, and do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying, be good at what you do. Like, don't come half like cracking, like don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna put forth somebody effort, they're gonna pay you for it, like, do what you gotta do. Like, and I heard y'all talking about discounts and stuff like that earlier. Like, I wouldn't say it was a discount, but if you tell me your budget and what you got, I'm gonna work with you. I'm not gonna decline you off, you know what I'm saying? But don't hit me with like, oh, let me get this for this. But I'm like, nah, what's your budget, man? You know what I'm saying? What you trying to do? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure I throw it in my schedule and make sure I got the money and time, you know what I'm saying, put back in within it, because I'm gonna make sure I bring my stuff out too. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, we gotta work together.
It's that price for a reason, you know?
Yeah. This stuff is what we bring to the table is not cheap. Like, we're trying to give you our best. So the prices that we set or the things that we pay, we're not trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying, because everybody's in the pandemic and everybody's prices is going up. Yeah. But we still got to learn how to work together. Like, everything don't have to be, I wouldn't say such full price. Like, I know I'm taking half-cut gigs now, you know what I'm saying, like that, like stuff that costs different amounts of money, like full price. I've been taking like half-cuts and still full price. Like, I'm not trying to shame nobody, nothing like that, but like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's the same way over here. Like, everybody got to eat, but everybody still got to make sure we still look out for each other. So you don't lowball me, and I ain't gonna lowball you. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. Like, you work with me, we don't work with you. We still gonna get it done.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Respect. I really respect that, and I appreciate how you're making it again. You're so selfless. How you're making it more so about the whole community.
That's what we at with it. Like, cause every time when you look at anybody, like anytime I see another, you know what I'm saying, brother, I'm like, what up? You know what I'm saying? We already speaking to each other. You already saying what up? Cause we trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to see where you at with it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to die the beef down. We're trying to keep everything kosher and like what you working with. You know what I'm saying? You got cologne for sale. Like them guys that be on the corner. Like I'll buy your cologne. You know what I'm saying? If it's legit and it's, you know what I'm saying? If it smell good and you got everything working, like don't come to me with no busted junk. Like I got this and that. Your hands all stink. Like no, bro, can't for real. You know what I'm saying? Go get yourself cleaned up and go to work. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the corner, whatever you're doing, like everybody's supporting everybody right now. But like I said, just put on your best and, you know what I'm saying, go out there and like, ain't no shame in nobody game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Be confident.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But see, I feel like even though we're not being, like if we don't have as much confidence in ourselves, we should be confident in our brothers and sisters. And we need to spread that energy. You know?
Definitely.
Where do you feel like your business is going to go, like, you know, for just to better yourself and better the community and better the world?
I don't know if I had just turned my mic on or off, but I think my mic been on. The whole goal with my thing is to find as many people that want to create and start their own business from what I can do. So basically I can print t-shirts, I can print, you know, on any type of cotton garment or even 50-50, as long as it has some type of cotton in it. I could do, you know, a print on there. I could do, you know, canvas pictures. I could do banners. So I want to basically find people that, you know, maybe want to start a book bag company that do embroidery on it. I can help you with that. You know, somebody that want to start their own custom t-shirt, I can help you with that. So my whole thing is to get people started with their brand, and then that would help my brand, because I want us to, you know, the people that actually, I want the people that actually want to start doing it, you know, to have somewhere they can come to. So that's basically what it is, because I started with my own brand, and I didn't, you know, I didn't have the funds to do what I really wanted to do. My artwork had too many colors in it, so the dude wanted like $8-9 a shirt that I could, you know, I just couldn't afford it. So basically, you know, I just want to open it up to our brothers and sisters that want to start their own brand, and whatever the case may be that I can, you know, help you with, or I can service with. You know, I just want to help them get started with. And, you know, right now I'm taking in, you know, sales of people that want to start their own brand. I'm not really going in negotiating anything with them, but that's why I want to. That's my main goal with it. That's why I want to end up with it. You know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of independent people, and we're all thriving together, basically.
Teamwork make the dream work. Right. We need each other to really move how we need to move, you know. Right. We're not in this alone.
Definitely not.
We're definitely not in this alone.
And it's definitely other people working with each other against us, you know. So
yes. So that's what needs to really make us come 10 times harder. Right. All right, just to end out the show, let us know where we can reach you all at. Oh, okay, ain't nothing in there. That's so dramatic. Oh my God. All right, just to end the show out, y'all, where can we reach you all at? What's your social media handles and your websites? Like, what's going on? Let me know.
Oh, well, you know, you can reach me at on Instagram. It's Don't Touch My Drums, and it's missing the zero, the O. Not no zero. It's missing the O, but you know what I'm saying. Just spell out Don't Touch My Drums. And I'm on Facebook. It's Matthew Amos. It got 1 T in my name. So you can hit me up there, inbox me, you know what I'm saying, serious inquiries, but you know what I'm saying, I'll get back to you. I'm not like that. I will write you back, I'll hit you back, and I'll come to the studio. I got my own drums and all that, so it's no pressure. Like whatever you need, I got it. So just hit me.
Okay. And what's up with you?
You can find me at Atlanta T-Shirts. It's ATLANTATSHIRTS. That's on IG. You can Google us, Atlanta T-Shirts. You know, give me a call, inbox me. I'm here for you.
Yes, thank you again for coming out.
No doubt.
Yes, shout out to your boy Lit.
Thank you for having us.
Ooh, absolutely. You know, I always enjoy y'all. I definitely enjoy being around your music, being around your business. Let me know, what's going on and how we can help each other put ends together. So, of course, I'm just happy that we came to a mutual agreement to meet up. Right. Yes. Definitely. Shout out to my boy Litwit for shooting on the set. I'm your girl, Amarie. Peace, love, and harmony, y'all. I'm outie.